your boy. No, I'm playing. I'm on my way to school right now. I'm just giving y'all a little update, you know, for all the people out there who care. So I'm on my way to class, on my way to school. They got this little fair going on. It's like some type of job, school transfer fair, some type of fair going on. So I'm on my way over there right now. Yeah, so a little update, nothing too crazy. I mean, at my work, I switched positions. So I was doing logistics, shipping and receiving, inventory management, input, shit like that, bullshit to me. Like, not to say that's a bullshit job, but only to say like that's not what I want to do. And I did it initially because I want to make myself available to learning, and also I just like helping. So, you know, it's one of them things where it's like, hey, put him here, see if he do this, and then I can do it, and I do it well, and now you want to keep me there, and that's not what I want to do. And honestly, it turned out not to be what I wanted to do, only because once I figured out there was no moving up from there, there was really no moving up. Yeah, that's really what it was. I was like, man, let me look at something different, you know. And really through the safety committee, because I'm part of the safety committee, they were offering an OSHA class. And the OSHA class I took last summer at the college that I'm going to now, you know, I talked to some people there, and, you know, I got an opportunity to learn about electricity. So right now I'm getting my electrical certificate, and that just opened my eyes to how much, you know, so many opportunities in electricity. You know, a lot of people want to be electricians, and it's a lot of different routes you could take, not just to be an electrician, but inside of electricity, if you know about electricity. And going to this OSHA class, I learned that, man, you know, with electricity, there's what's up? There's people who make the blueprints for the electricians to route all the wires. There's people who create a 3D version of the parts and components. There's troubleshooting. There's PLCs, which is like building an apparatus that is like the brain of a lot of operating systems, you know. Man, there's so many different avenues. There's EV, there's car, you know, electric vehicles, which is very new and on the rise right now, as far as like, it's kind of like AI. Not a lot of people know about electric vehicles, or electricity in vehicles in general. So it's just so many different routes you could take. And so I ended up signing up and doing, you know, to get my electrical certificate. And so that's what I'm doing right now. I should be graduating this May. And let me tell you, not being in school for an umpteen amount of years, man, you think, I mean, if you like something, it's one thing, but I don't even want to be an electrician. So it took a little curve, but I just like learning in general. So this, you know, this is something that I enjoy. So get this dude these pants. Here goes some pants, man.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, no problem.
Appreciate you.
Yep. Hey, you didn't hear it. Here goes some
Thank you.
here. And a canteen. There you go. Yeah, it may seem I know I just handed that dude a bunch of stuff, but it seems it's pretty much anytime I see somebody who is in need, like, you know, I'm in need too, all of us. But I try to just clear my car. Anything like in the backseat of my car, I really got like, I got clothes back here, all types of stuff in case I see somebody like that, you know, who needs something. And Buddy had a black plastic bag on, bro. Like on me, I couldn't be out here like that. I mean, like, he ain't even had no pants on. So I gave him some jogging pants I had in my back seat, and some chips and salsa that I had back here, and a canteen, because I got a couple canteens back there. And so I just try to give, because it take nothing. You know, I'm not gonna miss that stuff. That stuff been in my back seat. Like, I clean my car and stuff like that, but I ain't gonna miss that stuff. He needed more than I do, you know? And I be looking around like, what can I give him? If I got a bottle of water, I give him that, you know? Like, whatever I can give him. Anyways, back to the school stuff. So yeah, I'm on my last, I think it's like 5 weeks left, like 5 weeks left. And it wasn't easy, man. It seemed easy because a lot of people, like, I ain't been on so far since December. I ain't been on social media at all. I mean, I'll scroll every once in a while, but I ain't posted at all. You know, I ain't replied to nobody. Nothing like that. You feel me? Like, because I've been taking 4 classes this semester. Last semester I took 2. So it's been, you know, I'm just trying to stay focused. And right now I'm passing all my classes. I got A's in all my classes. I got a C+ in 1 class. And that shit, really, it was, I ain't gonna lie to you, I was failing it. I was failing that class. Because the book that I needed, that I had got online, like an online version from last semester, it expired out of nowhere. I guess the website that had it, that, you know, something might have happened with the subscription that they had of the book being, you know, whatever it is. But I ain't had a book for like maybe like 2 weeks or 3 weeks or something, and I immediately ordered another one. Like I bought a physical book, and that shit was supposed to come from New York, and it was like, oh, there's some issues with your delivery, blah blah blah, this and that. And I'm like, what the fuck? You know, like, man, I need this book. I done paid, I think I had got a used one, so I think it was like 80 something, like 90 some dollars, whatever. It didn't end up coming. So, and I had waited 2 weeks for that, and then I was like, fuck, let me just get a refund and, you know, buy another one. And the other one was like 120 something, like, it was even more. And that one ended up coming in like 5 days or something. So I was able to catch up on a lot of the homework. And like this class, bro, this ain't nothing like last semester. I took it's like the first version and the second version of the electricity class. Man, this teacher, like, I appreciate anybody who, like, teachers, you know, because they teaching us. But the what do you call it, the assignments, man, it's like, it's a lot, bro. Like, every time you do homework, you got to do whatever is in the book, the questions in the book, 2 activities, and it's like maybe like 10 to 12 research words that you gotta research, but you gotta do a definition, an example, a real life application, and you gotta find a picture or a schematic of whatever it is. Bro, that's like 5 things for each one thing, bro. That shit takes so long, and it's just a lot, you know, for one thing. And I get it, like you get a week, you know, to do, but it's like I got 4 classes, so it's like I got other shit I gotta do too. And not only that, I'm working too, you know. I'm working 10 hours a day, so it's a lot, bro. And the time management you gotta have to do all this shit, and to do all this is it's up there. But we getting it done though, you know. So I just brought that up to a C+, but I'm trying to get that shit up to like at least a B+. And it sounds crazy, right? But I try to keep my grades as high as possible. Like I want all A's, because if I have a test or something, like a big test, and I end up not doing good on it, my grade won't, you know, I won't fail the class. It's like I try to keep, you know, my shit up to a A, because if a big test come, final, whatever it is, if I flunk the whole thing, I at least know I'm passing that class because my grade was high enough through the whole semester. And some people might say, I don't know if that's a good process to have or if that's a good way to do it, but that's just how I think about it. You know, keep your grade as high as possible. So if you fail something, at least you don't fail the class. And hey, you ever think about using AI to help with homework? Probably cut your time in half. Bro, the thing about now, it's so many people using AI, but the thing is that they don't, you could tell, like these teachers and shit, like I'm working in the electrical field, I'm working with like an engineering sector. Bro, they know if you use an AI. A lot of people just put shit in and get the answer and don't change it and don't, you know, or don't know how to write prompts. There's people who work, I just learned this yesterday too, from one of the tutors. Like I got a tutor that helped me with, it's a lot of like calculations and shit with electricity too. So I've been getting tutored on that and with calculus and shit like that. Cause next semester I'm doing engineering. I'm doing mechatronics engineering. So it's a lot of math. So I've been just, you know, handling that. Not only that, but the girl told me yesterday, I asked her what she going for, cause she a tutor and she take a class or whatever. Bruh, she don't even know. But one of her jobs that she do at the other school is check for AI in people's projects. That's what she do. She literally go through people's projects and check if they use AI or not, and she get paid to do that. So it's people who actually check, and a lot of the teachers use AI, so they know what you know. But I ain't gonna stunt like I don't use AI. I'll use AI for a format. You see what I'm saying? Like, because you can't just do the definitions. Like in this, if he give you a word, you got to have a definition, but it got to be in your own words. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that takes some research to even understand what it really means, because you can look at something's face value and write it down. Anybody could do that, but to understand the concept, give an application, how it's used in real life, and then some type of schematic or photo of it, you got to do research. So it makes sense to like embed it in people's brain to do that, man. But not only that, we got labs. Like the class that I take is 4.5 hours. You feel me? It's 4.5 hours, bro. So we'll go over homework, this and that. He'll probably teach us something or go over something in the book. And crazy part is too, if he asked a question about something that had to do with the homework or this and that, if nobody raised their hand, we got to take a quiz. Everybody got to take a quiz. If like, so I ain't gonna lie, I'll be the first one. Boom. You know, as soon as he asks some, what's this? Boom. Because I'm trying to help us not take that quiz. And the quiz ain't even worth nothing. It ain't worth no points, no nothing. He just, because nobody's doing participation, he make everybody do a quiz. So I'm always, you know, and then there's one black girl who be doing the same thing. Another black lady over there, we be like constantly, if nobody else say nothing, then he call on somebody and then just make them look stupid if they don't know. Cause it's like, you did the homework, you should know, you know? Then we got labs, and the labs be like 2.5 hours, something like that. And a lot of times you can't even do the whole lab in one class period. Cause in his mind, you guys should already know this, you know? You guys should already know this, you know? It's like, bro, just because you passed the class last semester don't mean that you've been actively doing whatever the fuck you trying to get us to do. You know, and we be asking questions and shit, and he be acting like he ain't even want to help, you know? But what I come to realize is that, you know, a lot of times you just got to fight through it and just do shit on your own. And if you really, really got a question, the key is finding a way to use AI leverage at times. You can learn. It can help you learn, bro. You can prompt it to quiz you. Yeah, I definitely do that. I use it to make study guides. I use AI to make study guides, and really break down. I use AI to really break down concepts, you know, and how things apply to real life. That's my biggest thing with learning is how, because I'm a neurodivergent too, so it's like I don't take information in the same way everybody else do. I have to, in my head, kind of compare it to stuff that I already am good at or know, and see how it merge and match in that sense. So I definitely use AI, but I don't use it to like do homework or nothing like that, because I'm working in electricity, so you need to know this shit. This is not no shit where it's like this one dude in my other last semester, we doing I took an architecture class, and it was for learning how to read blueprints in residential and commercial buildings, and you know how to build a house and different types of rocks and shit like that, you know. And buddy ass ain't do no homework. You feel me? Like buddy ass ain't do no homework. He barely came to class, and it's a black dude, and after class he hit me. He like, hey Joe, like what's your grade in here? I'm like, shit, I got an A. He like, hey bro, you think you can help me? And I'm like, you know, this is like how I am. I'm like, yeah, I got you. What you need help with? He like, I need the homework. You need the homework? I'm like, you ain't been doing the homework? Shit, I ain't gonna say it's easy, but it's literally just answering questions using blueprints. So you get you know, we had to buy these these blueprints cost, this book and these blueprints cost like $250. It's a big dumbass stack of blueprints in a book, you know, and a book that come with it with all the questions and chapters and whatever. Shit like $250. Might have been more than that, I don't even remember, but I had to pay for it. And so you just gotta find shit, you know. It's like, you know, whatever. I'm like, bruh, I can help you, but at the end of the day, you need to know this shit, because if you gonna be he want to be a plumber. That's what it is. You need to know this shit if you're gonna be a plumber. Like, what the fuck? How I'ma give you all the answers and you pass the class, but you don't know shit? You know what I'm saying? He's trying to pay me and shit. I'm like, bro, it's cool. And then he ended up, talking to the teacher or the professor, and coming in and doing some stuff with him, and you know, doing it like that, cause yeah, bro, you need to know this shit. Like, even if you get good grades, you still need to know this shit, cause, feel me? Like, you just need to know this shit. Here, one of the students right here who I know. He's funny as hell. I know he got straight A's too, cause I'll be talking to him and his brother in the summertime. I met them in the summertime doing that course, that OSHA class. And he went into electricity, and his brother went into HVAC. And I just seen his brother maybe like 2 maybe like 2 weeks ago, yeah, because we both taking night classes. And yeah, they cool, you know. Like this shit is like the trades. I'm a CPA judge and competent. Yeah, no time. More coffee. No, that's facts. That's facts. You definitely gotta know how to write prompts. You definitely gotta know how to. What up, Joe? Definitely gotta know how to write prompts. You definitely gotta know how to Hey, I'm gonna holler at y'all. Let me holler at him real quick. Hey, what up, Joe?
Hey, Scott, what's the deal? I'm just gonna put my book bag up.
They got that thing going on in there?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I'm finna try to. I'm gonna slide through there.
Yeah, go on ahead. Say what's up. Meet some of the people.
What it's like? Is it jobs and stuff like that? Okay.
You been to any of the other career fairs?
Yeah, I went to the last past one.
Yeah, so it's about the same thing.
Okay.
It's about the same thing when they just want to get a dose out of you. You feel me? Leave a nice ass impression. Go online, fill out the application, and then go from there.
Okay.
Yeah. But shit, you gonna it's some companies in there that's looking for some workers like in our field. So you just going. I think it's Kelly. There's one called E&J, and then they got a riggers union, and then they got some old manufacturing companies up in there. So just go in there, leave an impression, and they hiring. Like I said, they not, you know, they just want the impression, and then you go home, you fill out the application, and then, you know, you connect with some folks here and let them know, like, shit, I filled out the application. You think you can, you know?
Yeah.
Cause
Okay.
it's like shit, it's a lot of opportunity I'm hearing, but shit, I wanna, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to put the shit to use.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah,
I'm finna try to show up a little bit early, try to go in there, get a, you know, go around a little bit.
It started at 3, but it ended at 6, so you can just walk around and, you know, just talk to motherfuckers. Like I said, it was just like any other one.
Okay, I got about an hour, so. Oh no, I got about, cause my class started at 5:30, so I'm gonna try to go in here and just show face.
Yeah, I'm finna say, yeah, same shit here. I got class at 5 too, so I'm finna shoot across the street.
All right, Joe.
All right, bro.
All right, peace. All right, y'all. I'm finna head in here. You heard what he said, so I'm gonna go in here real quick. Try to. Do I even got any resumes on me? I think I do. All right, y'all. Peace. Nice. I'm gonna catch up with y'all again. All right, y'all. Peace.